Hi, my name is Chris Garcia from Home by Me in Trinidad and Tobago. Woi Woi.
Yeah. And I'm on the
Oh yeah, on Hee Haw.
Amazing.
Spanish show.
The vibes on start.
And I'll start.
The only podcast that sounds like this is what it sounds like. This is what it sounds like to me.
Yeah.
Hee haw. Are we on 66 or 67?
67.
67. Tool man here.
Mr. Bassi.
Mr. Bassi.
How would us go?
And-
So we're here with our very auspicious guest. But before we introduce the Dan, the original, the real one,
McCoy.
all the single mothers, all the baby daddies, everybody who tune in, all the people and them who on the outside right now who want to run back inside before this thing starts, we're giving them another 2 seconds.
Oh,
Right.
all you women that trying to relive these fantasies, you could not live. Don't worry. We have him
Yeah.
here tonight.
We have what we would like to formally call, well, now we can't formally call the man that. The man is original.
Yeah.
He is the Trinidad Stallion. We just call him Magin. What's our next name for him?
I don't know. Like you.
One side is not the Trinidad donkey, you know what I mean?
Nah. There are people for that. That's what people do.
That's donkey the go. Woi Woi, you know.
Is that a man who sing a tune called Donkey?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, that's Ronnie Mac.
Nah. Wrong no. Nah.
Nah, but I'm a brother.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
if we had
Respect the
yeah.
Ronnie.
But yes, yeah. So we have Chris Garcia here.
Yeah, we have Mr. Chris
First,
Garcia. Right?
Like,
Light him up.
Thank you, all you thousands of people out there clapping all yeah.
all two. All two. No, it's about 2.5. Yeah.
Yeah,
we, call,
2.5.
we call it kids as well. Yes. So thanks for coming.
Pleasure is mine.
I see you quite often, and it's just
Of
like
course.
we just never speak.
Well, listen, the only time you don't see me is if I'm in the studio working on the musical material for Carnival or otherwise. Because I don't know if people know I sing rock music, I sing everything.
Oh,
From opera to anything.
Yes.
I've heard you sing opera. In all
Yeah.
fairness, I think that was the last Christmas I celebrated. Rest in peace, Rick. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, my uncle. He had asked me to come to our church, Fatima Church. I think.
Fatima.
And then, everybody's asked me to sing, come and sing the chutney back. And I was like, no. I want to sing something. And he started to do Oh Holy Night.
No, because it's our church.
Yeah.
Yeah, singing in
He
our
was,
church.
he was legit Oh Holy Night. And I was like, yeah, he could carry. He's not more than carry a note, but like actually, was he with that one?
But I take pride in, well, remember, what I have done all my life is what a lot of people, other artists don't do.
Right.
And that is drill. In other words, the reason why I can sing from opera to practically anything, and if you go on YouTube, you'll be singing some tribute to John Bon Jovi, or doing some Christmas songs like Oh Holy Night and all that, because I drill my voice from ever since,
Right.
which is a failure on the part of a lot of artists in this country. They just sing something and look for the next place to sing, and in between, you're not drilling and practicing and training your voice. So I think at a little, on the serious side. This is
talk.
part.
This is
You know,
so-
It was never. It was.
Right.
You were trained to
Right.
sing, or you.
I trained
self-taught?
myself from
Oh,
baby,
Right.
right? So all the music I've done, all these songs I've sung all over the world. I sing different genres of music, and I take pride and I love that kind of thing. One of the things I take pride in too, as well, is knowing where my nouns, verbs, and adjectives are in a sentence. So when I convey to the masses, if you're on CNN, if you're on BBC, if you're on ABC or NBS or whoever, you can convey your ideology or your country's dance, your country's music, your country's everything, your culture. So when you convey, they will understand. But if you go and you're balling, we have to eat our food, and this and that and the other not making sense, then how anybody will understand you? So I take pride in that. And I will encourage any upcoming artist, learn to speak properly. Nobody don't say, speak your lingo. There's a lime. There's with lime. But when it comes to sell yourself as an artist, do the right thing. Woi Woi.
This is going to be the most sensical episode we have. I was expecting I want to get some crazy stories. But
You get that?
at the same point in time, we get some gems. Yes,
Yeah,
get gems.
So
with
that's
the-
a good nugget.
You see, it makes no sense if I come here or on any platform and not share You know, my inner side, the beautiful part of what life is all about. You know, at the end of my show, I always tell people, love each other, respect each other. By that, we create a great country and by extension, the rest of the world. Woi Woi, Chris Garcia loves you. And there's something else I say, is that you can't go in the pharmacy and ask for a spare life because this one ain't working. This is the life you were dealt. Make it work for you at all cost. Woi Woi. See?
Yeah.
Have to.
Oh,
Have
yeah,
no other
that's
way.
Woi Woi.
Have no other way, guys.
No, I mean, at the end of the day, you will hear somebody like Chris Garcia, right? And you would say, this man, as you say, travel the world. When the tune Everybody Know come out, that was a sensation.
Yeah, I know.
You know, seeing you here and now in the present, coming from the high of that big tune,
Chutney back.
you know, to you, I want to know like what the fall off was from that, or what was the results having such a pinnacle of a song.
Well, a lot of other artists would say, I will always says it, and Super Blue said it. There was never anything like this. They never saw anything like this. It was stretch limousines around the world. It was everything. It was bodyguards and hotels. You had to have it, or else I'd be mobbed continuously. It was already crazy at the party, at the fetes, where I have to sing. We have guards around the stage and bodyguards everywhere. So it was that kind of thing. It wasn't something I was prepared for. I don't think anybody prepares for that. But it's always a magical thing when the song gets on the charts and wow, you're happy and things.
Yeah.
But then when you see once in a million women running down behind you, you have to run for your life.
Yeah.
And you have to hide.
Here's the interesting,
Your life
here's
is
the
no...
interesting thing. I believe he may have been the first Trinidad sex symbol. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where it was just like
Male
Trinidad sex symbol. Where, like, to this day, I've seen it with where women is like, oh my God, Chris, or whatever, and you just have to kind of navigate, like, okay.
Yeah, it still happens, but not the volume as it was before.
Right.
You know, because everything tapers off. But I don't know when it's going to taper off totally, but it's crazy.
I've seen it.
Somewhere when is, I mean,
No, I've seen it. I've legit seen it. I've seen
Yeah.
girls, big women,
Yeah.
not teenage, but like young adults who would be little children, just flying off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because me and your brethren, me and Tall
Yeah,
Man,
of course,
me
yeah,
and Tall
yeah.
Man is just be sitting down catching kicks on this. Like,
So of course I must have some kind of traumatic experience in you.
Well, it did, because at one point in time, I don't know, I couldn't leave my hotel. So when you can't leave your hotel to be like normal people, it's like in prison.
Yeah.
It wasn't a normal life. Even home by me in Tuna, people used to be outside camping to get glimpses. That kind of thing used to happen. And police had to come and, disperse and all that. So it was always crazy. That was 96.
96. Yeah.
You know, it was just crazy, man.
That 90s was crazy, but
no, the only thing I can say is, I know he has a cousin, like another relative thing. So I'm not watching it like, good big celebrity.
Yeah.
The only like the first memory is he come and play cricket with us, so we playing cricket, and we didn't know him like Dana, like we just know him like his extended family. So he come across, is like, hey, let me play cricket with all. I was like, I was trying to play cricket, so I try to hard bowl him, and he like just playing down the ball like I ain't doing shit. You know, like he's a little boy, so you trying to I gonna out him, and I trying to play. I felt in the hardest way, and he just fuck you, intimidate, locally. I don't even think you remember that, but like let's play down.
I can't remember last week in my life.
I know you can't remember that.
man, see, can't remember.
At the point in time, it was like what 8? I was 8 years old now. This is what we talking about. So 90.
So the trauma from being Trinidad first ready sex symbol now, turn into the superstar, right? Generally speaking, was this soca chutney direction somewhere that you wanted to go?
No, it never was. In fact, chutney music that's a culture by itself. But it was never part of, because I grew up with, I like rock. I like Led Zeppelin and Journey and Kiss and
Keep in mind.
Scorpions, and that's my thing. That was always my thing.
Right.
And then one of my favorites was Bob Marley and reggae. I love reggae. I love conscious music. You know, when I hear conscious song, I don't care who sing it. But if something good and means something, and it could help somebody out there, I love that. You know, so that's my kind of thing. I love Earth, Wind, I love great music. If I listen to Earth, Wind and Fire, yeah, that's something else out of this world.
70s.
Some serious music.
Yeah.
So once I hear that's my kind of thing. My forte was all that. So from the age of baby, I love that. So I'm a square peg in a square hole, or a round peg in a round hole.
So what bring this tune about?
Well, the chutney bacchanal,
Yeah.
boy, I must be was drunk or something. I don't know.
I'm glad you said that.
Nah. I'm joking. Look, this because remember in the court of law I win.
Right.
Because remember, say this is what some people say in the early is Christian, like you're mocking Indian people and thing. I said no, because this is what it sound like to me.
That's what
That's the line. That's the lines that in the court of law I win.
Okay.
So all even
Interpretation.
Satmaraj and all ridiculed it and all, but may his soul rest in peace.
Right.
But at the same time, he ridiculed it and ended up. Well, he couldn't stop it. You just couldn't stop a rolling mountain. You couldn't stop it
because he got the love from the East Indian community. Because when I say,
in fact, Chutney Bacchanal is supposed to be the biggest soca chutney song in history.
I would say so.
It is that because they had the competition in 2017 of the biggest soca chutney song in history. So Ricky Jai took part in the competition. Jupiter, Ali Samru, all the stalwarts, everybody. And Chris Garcia chutney. But that was it. Once I let go that was it.
the only thing I think will be comparable could be like Low Taylor.
Low Taylor was great.
Low Taylor would have
Low Taylor is a big one.
That's a big song. That's a song that crossed the island, crossed the board. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's about the only comparable song that I think if you think back on songs of that genre.
In fact,
that same impact.
In fact, both of them was on the same time.
Yeah.
Right?
Really?
Yeah, his was just a year before me, and it just went over into the next following year because it was so big. Lotella, that's Sunny Man. But he deceased now as well.
Yeah.
He died as well. So, I mean, there were some songs at that time that really, in the soca chutney thing, that really crossed the border from the Caroni to Lavanti kind of thing. It's just metaphorically speaking.
Caroni to Lavanti.
And that
real amazing.
Yeah, and that was it. That chutney bacchanal was that. Lotela, and the other one was Brother Marvin with Jahaji Bai.
Wow.
That was a beautiful, beautiful song.
Brotherhood on the boat.
Yeah, Brotherhood on the boat.
Because it finally kind of get the different cultures.
Right.
The Indians, the blacks, the whatever. Everybody could say, Lutela was our song.
The one that I remember that stand out the most to me was Marshall Montano and Jupiter.
Yes.
Unity.
That was the same.
No, that was way after.
That was after.
Yeah.
But that was also a good one. That
was a good one.
Bring people together because music.
It's funny that you say, like, you come up with this song because he was drinking. So this is why, because I know he was joking, but this is why I always thought how it come up now. When I listen to the song as an adult, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That, you're singing this song, so it's like, in my mind, this before, I never saw the video up until I adult. And I so close to the product now. Never saw the video. So I thinking, wait now, so this is a guy, he meet up this Indian girl, and then, he drinking in the party, and she's singing, well, tell me, you whisper in her ears, well, tell me the song, and she started singing song with me, it's like, when you done drunk, so it's like, well, this is what it sounds like to me, I feel like, all right, come on back.
You make your own video, right?
I mean, that's how I thought then I saw the video.
But you see, that it was just guitar and voice, and just playing around with music. But it was so cleverly done. It's like it's gibberish. They don't mean nothing.
Yeah,
it's just catchy.
Yeah,
and palatable only for me because everybody tries to sing it, can't sing it. Right? Yeah. So it's just funny and it kicks. And up to today, this song, anywhere I perform and I sing that is mushroom. I had a rock show called Rock Till Dawn last year. Right. And only rock songs I sing with the band. That's in Anchorage. And we were sing chutney bacchanal. You seen rock people out there.
Yeah, I
sing chutney bacchanal, but we did it in rock.
Yeah.
In rock. So it was good. It was real good.
How you get away with saying Bulap Shinani.
I never said that.
That wasn't the song. It's
No,
Bulap
no,
Shinani.
No. You're making up your own video, your own song,
You might
everything.
not say that gibberish to man.
Right?
No,
You see,
because it didn't have Nani in the song.
I singing gibberish and you singing making sense of it.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was.
Again, 8 years old, so I was thinking, how we get away with saying that already?
I say any quarter low you get away because
I never say bull up
like,
no man. That's great. Hey, I hope we can. I mean,
yeah. That. So it's all good. But I mean,
nice coffee, the best coffee in the world.
Hey, don't call the brand. No, you know what I
you
mean?
can't call the brother.
Coffee is a brand?
Well, I mean, the brand of you know, the people that doesn't get on this thing now. This country is a nice country at the end of the day.
It's a beautiful country.
Yeah. So, right. We still want to stick on the track of this.
There is no problem.
Because it's amazing that at this, after so long in your career, you still have this vibrant energy to want to perform.
Of course.
As a matter of fact, I hear you're going to perform after the show. You
Yeah, well,
understand?
I forget about that.
You know?
I'm
But
glad they remind me.
but it's not lazy fair. It's more that confidence and that calm energy when it's like, yeah, I'm performing tonight, and it's like, yeah, you're ready to perform anytime.
Yeah, you always be ready, man.
I think it's amazing to see that still at this stage in your career now because you already see older people still pushing that same level
Well,
of energy.
let me put it this way. I don't think I ever worked when it comes to singing. I never work, you know. I made a lot of money from singing. But because it's my passion, you see, that's the whole mystery. You see, this is a gift. God gave me this gift to write and sing and compose, all this kind of thing, right? And that's my everything. That's my world. It's just I perfecting, and I'd encourage people to do that. Master whatever gift you have. Don't worry about money. Money will always come. You just master what you're doing.
Yeah.
So when I sing my do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, every day it sounds boring to my neighbors, but it always helps.
You practice still. To this
Of
day.
course, I drill. You have to do that.
When you say drilling,
Drilling, like you only say do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, or that kind of thing. And the minor scale and the major scale, all these things, you just run chords, sing, do, all them kind of thing.
Yeah.
Just do things. Voice training.
Vocal training.
Gullet.
Yeah.
I devise techniques for myself. You have to do that.
And this is just, I remember, self-taught. So this is what Chris said about it.
But you could create and devise techniques for yourself to enhance your performance. I've created things for myself. That's because, go ahead.
do the younger artists reach out to you now for like assistance in any way, you know?
A lot of young artists have to know what to do, or how to do this. And you see, and I always tell them, you really want to be this? You really want to do this singing thing? That's what you really want? Or is it that you see somebody doing it and it looks so good, and you think about the glamour, and you're going for that?
Yeah.
Because if you're going for that, you'll fall flat on your face.
Exactly.
Because you could be the best CPAP worker in the world because you love cultivating, you love cutting that grass, you know, man.
But it's not something you can
But it's not everybody can do what they love. And I saw somebody do that already.
Damn.
And the way they pedicure and manicure the lawn, fantastic. And you just have to watch this. You don't even want to go on the grass because it's so. And this person, one blade of grass looking like that above this. Oh my God, nah, I cut that. Meticulous beyond belief. No, when I can't do that.
Right.
I don't have the vision for that, but that person had the vision for that.
But you could do it with music.
But I can
That's his talent.
That's his talent. But mine is music. He's just cutting the grass in a perfect way.
Yeah.
So I'll advise anybody, find your gift, perfect it, master it, and don't worry about money. Money always comes because people always go after the best. And if you become the best, then they will come after you.
Foregone conclusion.
Foregone conclusion. You know? So it's not just a sing. I like to impart different things that could benefit people across the board. Whether it's ministers, whether it's senators, whether it's whoever.
Yeah.
And be talking and you ask, hey, Chris, what do you think? What do you think? And I give him the best advice as I could give. That way you'll enhance yourself and enhance your performance and you can deliver to the people. You see, in every way, they have their duty, we have our duty. But still, even this podcast is feeding the people information. But it's what we selling them.
Yeah.
If it's positive, then we wasting time.
Hey, this podcasting thing, I mean, we come into this was we started podcasting and we already knew it would have been a marathon, but at the same time, it's an eye opener in plenty ways because it shows you that when you try to actually do what they tell you is the right thing, as in you put your I's and your T's and you dot everything and you try to be right, there will always be people willing to cheat.
The shortcut.
Take the shortcut.
Yeah, but there's something I always say to that too. Four-stripe mango don't taste good. It does look good, but it don't taste good. Anything four-stripe will never work. Everything has its appointed time. If you let the mango ripe at its appointed time, it will taste sweet and look nice and taste sweet. Wait, patience, and it will happen. Same thing with you. You can't just go and rush. I can't go on the same stage with Pavarotti and banter. I had to drill for that. Drill, and then we get banter.
Yeah.
Run all the operatics and everything. Yeah. That's what has to
Pavarotti is opera, guys.
Them fellas on a different school, yeah.
Yeah, that's a different school.
That's classically trained.
Yeah,
And that's
that's perfection, man.
So often we live on an island and we don't get to see the elite of the world operate in certain spheres, So it's a good thing to have somebody who's seen it all. Because to be honest, I will never can't imagine what it is to be in a limousine running away from fans.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I was
it's
not
not,
thinking that.
it's not something you want to go through. The public, they always show, like I had a show in Guyana.
Yeah.
I think is right now is that and Shah Rukh Khan is the two biggest crowds in history in Guyana. I think about 7 Savannas with Chutney Bacchanal tour in Guyana. They have 800,000 people.
Yeah.
And we filled about 6 or 7. I can't remember, but it was people. Police had to be deployed. In one case, police had to shoot in the air to ward off people. But in Guyana, if police shoot in the air, it means find Chris and run him down. And they're shooting to get your way. But all these things happen. But it's a crazy life. It's not normal.
So like an actual star, because usually if you
superstar
you see soca stars now, it's like, hey, how you going, whatever, because it's like, oh, I grew up in the same area, whatever. We talking about let's run him down.
Fanatic.
Fanatic type.
You know much here I lose?
What?
I lose really here, partner.
Just grab here.
Grab
For a
and
lot of it.
yeah, even here in one instance, during that time, a girl came with a scissors.
Nah, man.
So you get
And while people was around me, guarding me, pushing, and
Cutting
when
all
you're
that.
trying to cut, but they got the hand and they got it, because she could stab. It's a mad world. It's not normal.
No, because keep in mind, this is a wronger time with Selena. You remember? See,
Yeah,
now she get
Selena,
killed.
yeah, but-
Next one get killed. Like the people was killing celebrities from the fan club. So I guess
John Lennon was killed by a fan.
Selena's killed by the president of her fan club.
Serious.
She was killed by her manager.
Serious?
It's her man. Selena was killed by her manager. I don't know why. Up to now,
This is the Mexican singer.
Yeah, shot her like that.
Yeah.
And I've already watched that series. That movie.
Yeah, that was something.
No, so like I could understand when you say, because
It's a frightening thing. You see,
Yeah.
the behavior of people.
Yeah.
They're showing, it's love they're showing,
But it's like they love it so
They
much.
love it, but they're not in the right frame of mind.
Yeah.
So they, on ecstasy, like I was in England or hold on, somewhere. And Buju Banton and Beanie Man, we was talking about how huge I was in Jamaica. But I was just mega everywhere. Yeah. And it was kind of sex symbol really thing, that kind of thing in true. Because of that video and that book and all that.
I'm glad you said that. I'm going to put it down just now.
Yeah. And that, Buju said, they were sick. I had to go. Said, Chris, we had to perform next month. I said, to go to Suriname. They said, well, before you go, listen to this. Before you go on stage, I can't remember if it's Buju or Bini said. And they said, before you go on stage, stay behind the stage and just talk. And when you talk, I show done. Show done, Chris. Show done. I say, all right, I like that idea. So I had to go to Suriname, but the show was sold out in Suriname. And they had to put me in a hotel away from the town, in a hotel. In fact, they even had me painting on the hotel, the side of the building, a big building, but they had my picture on the, they painted. Chris Garcia unveiled it for me. That was really, really unique and nice, boy. But the night of the show, I remember Bujo and them tell me. And when I told them bring the mic for me, and they announced Chris Garcia going. And I remember I got the mic from behind and I say, "Good night, Suriname. My name is Chris Garcia. Show done."
Really, it's true talk. No,
that was true talk. That was crazy. That was showed practically the screaming. I couldn't hear the music on stage with the monitor. I couldn't hear the guy behind. And then I remember Michael used to do something. He used to be patient, let this continue, and then start something else.
So the next week,
Michael Jackson, you know.
Yeah.
So I saw that as well, and I said, right, you look and you see what you could take from people, you know. And I remember after the scream, I walk off on the stage, and that was more madness because now you see all the glitter because I had shiny clothes and all this kind of thing, and they seen all this walking on stage, and then they had the breeze and the hair flying, so it's all theatrics and looking like, you know.
Yeah, it's a setup.
But what was happening there? Because right after the show, the president of the country, they had something for me. And I went something, and he was saying, "Do you know?" He was saying, "Do you know?" While you were singing, women was dropping like flies.
I ask about that.
No, because you remember, is the SC, is the kind of heights that send people.
Yeah.
And because you're in that frenzy and the place so thick, it's thousands of people. So it's crazy, and you're screaming, so you're losing it.
Yeah.
And people just dropping. So the army now used to take up people.
And I told them to the ambulance.
Carry them outside because it's faint.
To catch back this one.
Outside by the entrance, I suppose, where breeze blowing to catch yourself.
That doesn't happen anymore, you know that, right? Like fans fainting and stuff. Michael Jackson, Elvis. I didn't know what the part with you, but you.
Who's the mega stars of today? Travis Scott.
No, but they don't get people to faint though.
Nah, that level like that.
Faint, like people let's be fanatics, but to you sweating so much is like
not that level, unless I can't see it now because I think social media have a lot to do with that. Because remember, at the touch of a button, you could see the whole world continuously, anytime, 24 hours a day, all the time.
Right.
So when you see somebody on stage that you love so much, all the enthusiasm gone because you see it all the time and wow, look at real now. So you can't comfortable. Yeah, desensitized. Yeah. So but back then when you only had CNN and TTT and just pockets of stations.
Right.
And you had to look at it through this big box that will shut off this TV that will shut off at 12 or whatever time. Right? And it's only a limited time you have to see this person. And then when you see him in real, because you're not seeing him at all on social, not like social media in 96.
No.
So it was mad. I was really the last of the Mohican, you could say, man. It's crazy, man.
We only have had two. Well, I mean, in my books, I could be wrong. I could correct my head. We had the Mighty Sparrow, Marshall Montano, Chris Garcia.
No, but it's only sex symbol.
No, but what I'm saying, in terms of mega to that point, that he lead a whole movement, you know? He's literally leading a movement, you know?
The only thing that I wanted to see for your career, because it's around the same time, you know Street Fighter 2? The game, the entire game Street Fighter.
Yeah.
There's a character called T-Hawk.
Yeah.
If you know, and I was just like, I think I made a meme about it. Me and my friend, me and Kwame make a meme. I was just like, yo, Chris Garcia gonna get cast as T-Hawk. And that's the only thing I wanted to see because it's the same complexion, the same build, everything, same long hair. I was like,
T-Hawk from Street Fighter.
From Street Fighter.
A wild universe for that to happen, boy.
No, but I talking about that. That'd be a big play. You get to play that, and then, but it never, like, that was after the fact. I was like, because I never see acting with that BD. No, Westwood Park. Shit, he did that.
This man acting Westwood Park, yes.
He did that. You hit the
what our local set experience was like.
It was good, and in fact, it was really something. It was like a Young and Restless local, because the whole country was tuned into this thing.
That take the country by
storm. That was by Earth TV, Danielle DeFantala. That's
DeFantala,
Kes's
yeah.
sister.
Yeah.
And but I know she's not doing too well, so my best wishes go out to her.
Okay.
But Westwood Park was her baby, and she had a good cast, a good crew, and I remember people used to be watching and people used to be asking, and what gonna happen? And the people quarreling
Yes.
about what you heard on the street. People quarreling about what the episode. And this gonna happen. And that.
Vasti take this one.
Yeah, all kind of
We
things.
was too young, so it was just like you're young enough, you can already process what's going on, so you know it's a show, but you
But
don't
we
know.
knew Chris Garcia
Yeah,
was,
it was
in
on the show.
Yes, I remember.
And I was like,
Yeah.
but so you did the trifecta then. I completely forget what track.
That was local, so. But there were opportunities outside. But you see, I was so much in demand everywhere. Mm-hmm. In fact, I could tell you this. In 96 or 97, I can't remember. I was in, boy, this crazy boy. I was in New York in concert. Mm-hmm. And the day after, I was coming to Trinidad. So I had time to kill. So I was this girl. Some girl, I can't remember. And a nice person, of course. And I said, let's go to, we went to Washington Square in front of NYU.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Right? And it was summer. So plenty of people, a lot of people and stuff. Yeah, it's a park.
Yeah.
And a lot of children, and we walking around. This guy came with his guitar in a container to collect money.
Yeah.
Playing guitar, nobody, So I went across, I said, Daddy, let's go and support him. So I went up at 20 US in his container, say, go ahead, man.
Right.
But nobody helping, nobody paying nothing. So I said, bro, let me guitar, let me play a song. He said, man, I don't know, but I play my guitar, man. I said, all right, no problem, man. And that was that. I said, all right. And then when I said, bro, let me, because nobody put that cent. The last thing I saw was what I put.
He's struggling.
Yeah. So I don't know if he's a student in NYU or what, trying to raise extra funds and stuff. So I said, let me play one song. So he said, where are you from? I said, I'm Trinidad, man. That's Caribbean. I say, you know Bob Marley? I say, yeah. I say, Bob Marley. I say, yeah. Let me play that, and if you like it, right? If you don't like it, take the guitar. So by the fifth song I singing out, he pushing down money inside this container, right? He pushing down money, he just speak. So when I say, the fifth, I said, bro, I tied down. Man, you fuck crazy, man. You sing, man. Sing. We're making money.
Yeah.
So we making money. I said, no, brother. This is for you. I just said, look, this is for you. That's you. Yeah, I do that for you. Guess, thank you so much, man. Mm-hmm. But what I want to tell you, right then, this guy came over, tall Negro guy, bare wet jacket and tie. And this man, now they talk with the profanity in Harlem and all that, but he's in New York City, yeah. And he was saying, man, and he loved my voice. I wouldn't go through all the adjectives or you say, but he's saying he loved the voice. Man, your voice is out of this world. I've never seen nothing, heard anything like this. Especially kind of patchy, singing that kind of song, man.
It's true.
This is marketable beyond belief. He said I was going to a meeting. He was going to a meeting. And then while he was going to this meeting, when he heard it, he stopped. Because when I started singing, everybody started to come from all over the park and I singing, and that's how the guy got a lot of money. And when I was talking, he asked me, well, where are you going? I said, well, I'm just killing some time to go to Trinidad, And I said, he said, well, no, F Trinidad, man. F Trinidad, F everything you try. You come with me, I'll make you rich beyond belief. And I believe I would have been rich today, but I would have been in problems. Major problems, because the guy who, when I asked him, well, he gave me his card. He said, when you come in next, I'll send a limo for you. I said, no, anywhere I go, my contract is limousine. I have to pick him up. And he said, when you're coming back, call me. You have to come. You have to come to the studio. So I said, which studio? This man was the director of Puff Daddy Studios.
You're gonna be in trouble.
We were not like hearing him call up in that one.
Chris was in that white
Chris was in that party and them. We were not like hearing them.
If that was
so you see that card I got?
A Dodge.
Exactly, Dodge. You see that first syllable of that bullet?
Yeah.
See, that's what I budge.
It does you-
that does that. Yes, woi, you see that? Yeah, man. It's mad. Look where
crazy.
PDD is now.
But you know, it's my thing. Everybody know that what PDD doing all the time, though.
Well, listen,
Allegedly.
I like to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
I wasn't there, so me see, so I don't know.
Allegedly.
But
Allegedly.
I nearly end up there.
You're not able to tell me stuff.
You might not be able to say
the
for a
only
fact.
Trinidadian, apart from, well, I don't think Rihanna in that was a Caribbean or Nicki Minaj.
Nah.
But I would have been in this nonsense.
Yeah,
And
for real.
whether,
I forget
when
the
they would have
name,
called
But yeah.
somehow. Because so I get away from that partner.
So that's a while. That is, he did say it was crazy. That is crazy.
Yeah.
I was wondering
And
what-
put it on too, because imagine now we'd be like, 2024.
2024.
You say 90,
You know Trinidad will look?
97 Christmas.
No,
Chris Garcia from Trinidad in this thing.
Because you know the picture. The pictures is always surface in terms of. But wait now, Chris, look the picture with you and Puffy. What's going on
the
there?
same guy who
Andre Horrell.
and I don't want their names. I don't call him.
Call on names.
Blot out that name, eh? That same person, if I'm not mistaken, the same, he was in trouble too.
One of them.
Because I saw him in the news. The thing, that the same guy who talked to me. I said, my God, Hiena, I'd be walking with a limp. Blot out that one too, eh? Blot out that one, darling.
You cut it. Oh, no, that one was classic. Oh, shit.
Yeah, we got the first
Boy,
syllable.
Hey, we ain't doing.
Oh, we wrong.
one, buddy.
We go down the
We ain't going on his zone yet.
the Twilight Zone.
The what?
There's that segment in the show where that story was a Twilight Zone story.
Serious?
So, we try to precurse everything, so just in case.
Just in
like
case now.
this is all alleged. This is not real.
This is not a legend. I tell you facts, man. I
I'm trying to
mean,
save him.
it's something I wish I couldn't. I didn't have to say why. But it's when this thing come out the other day,
Yeah.
and I see the guy. Well,
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's the same. Not the same. I just
Nah,
don't
if
know.
you have to remember,
If I
it's the
see
same
it,
man.
but when I hear that, I do so.
Yeah. We Chinese has been some kind of.
What?
We have a good way at this then where it's good from bad.
But
Chinese.
go that Trinidad,
Yeah.
because when I come back to Trinidad, after that I had to go England to I was in concert in England. And when I go back to Trinidad, I hide that card so good that up to the day I can't find it. Go and hide that, yes?
Yeah.
That call card?
He said no,
It's
sir.
gone. No, good. Right for you.
So did it have the bad boy logo one thing on it too?
I can't remember.
Oh,
I can't remember. I just
that-
can't. That's since 96, 97, somewhere
That
there.
is wild.
Nah,
It's crazy, man.
But talking about making money, right, from the art form. You say music is your passion, yes, but you know
Yeah.
we need that currency for survival.
Right, yes.
As an artist, do you feel like you've been paid your dues?
Well, I don't know what that means.
All right. Well, let me try.
Because, no, let me, my belt shoes. Blot out that, eh? All right, that's your coffee.
That-
It had a belt somewhere down here, around here. So
Yeah, you drink the bells. You drink the
I drink the belts.
Yeah.
That is your wife. Add belts and no sugar. Right. Anyway,
Yeah.
what I tell you now, all right, that's so what is belt shake.
If you get paid dues.
Right. I don't know what that means because I never look for that. You see, if your priority is money, then I would answer that. And it would never be enough. Because no matter how much money people make, if you like money, it will never be enough.
Agree.
But if you love the gift that God gave and enhancing it and money's coming, because I eat in 3 meals a day, I have a roof over my head, I have no problems,
You drive a
I
vehicle.
have a car,
And you're not working with a limp.
and I walk in straight.
Ah.
And I am very straight, by the way. Let me play with a different way. I am very straight, by the way. Woi, woi. I just had a rub there, you know.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
No, I agree.
Pause.
Yeah. Steamy.
So, okay, so
So that is it. So that is it with me when it comes to money and stuff. So I'm extremely comfortable,
Right. Yeah.
right? I mean, I bathe, I have all my cologne, I have my jersey, I good. I can't complain.
And no,
The
and,
only
and,
people who will complain is people who have enough. And if they don't have enough, it means they want more. And while they wanting more, time going,
True.
time going, and they're losing the happiness alive,
Always
the blessings
now.
alive.
I
Yeah.
would say this, eh?
They're losing all they knows. All they knows going down the drains.
I would say this. You look very much unstressed out at
Stress-
whatever age.
Stress free.
Yeah, that's it. You understand what I'm saying? As opposed to
But you,
It's true.
you
could
don't take on nothing.
you could very well be looking worse. I see men around your age.
Yeah.
I don't know what age. I'm not sure.
Grousing.
Grousing
Yeah.
is just like
Yeah, life hard.
second divorce or wherever they lose everything, and you just
Because their attention was on the wrong thing all the time.
you have looked to me the same. The only
Yeah.
difference is a little thing, a little thing.
Yeah, you know that. Remember, but you had a six-pack and thing then, right?
Yeah.
Now, because I've graduated, I have a case.
Yeah.
You see.
Ah.
But my
that's not
case,
that distillery.
my case, not in the court. Eh? Wait.
No, so okay, your fitness regimen. You back then 90s. You had a staunch fitness regimen because
I love.
because
Hey, the camera.
let me see if the book. Yeah.
Man.
If you- the
Man,
book.
being a stark resemblance.
See that?
I mean, a stark resemblance. The hair hasn't changed,
Same here.
but the
same,
skin,
skin
the
complexion.
six pack is
We just have a case now.
yeah the case now.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at
Biggest selling notebook way.
Right, so I had to find this notebook in like the archives.
You couldn't.
Yeah.
You couldn't. I think I have about 4 or 5 of that home, brand new, still put away somewhere. You know
Nah, I was supposed to have cases of it, but like
that these insurance used to sell them.
So this copybook. This
Yeah.
is a notebook.
A
right?
notebook.
yeah.
This was just as a matter of promotion material. Yeah,
But
so
that and the poster. This was the poster. The poster was bigger than this.
Yeah,
the
it
poster
But
was
this,
like a-
right, bigger. We sold tens of thousands.
Yeah,
of
he isn't lying. When I was going into school, and the day I walk with this in school. I don't want the little boys. Will you get her? So it's like, yeah, they're just calling them money back. The next day is like, hey, I'm calling them back. Yeah, I said. So this was like, all the girls
Yeah.
wanted it. This was like,
Oh yeah, in convents or golems, that was
money.
everybody had
this
one.
was
Yeah.
that
They used to confiscate it in convents as well. And that's what I understood.
Agreed,
Because
because-
girls used to only have it and not.
And you know them
And the teachers used to say, "You'll get back at the end of the term," and at the end of the term, teachers take it.
he not lying when he say
I-
that.
I
Like
know
you
this.
know, you've never seen this before.
Well, no, I haven't seen it before. This is the first time I actually seen this, but I remember what Chris Garcia, who Chris Garcia was, of Trinidadian. Of course, I
Yeah.
must know. You
Because
know,
it's like we are calling
to hear this, to hear all the backstory, like the limo and
Yeah.
women running it down, people camping out outside the house into the Puna. That is crazy for a local artist, right?
Yeah.
Donna.
Can I answer that one, please? It's important.
Yeah. You can't
Yes, answer. Don't play too loud. Yes, they got it.
Right. Yeah. So, well, right. So we was going on the point of getting from. You say you have enough because you're content with your passion from the
Of course,
right?
of course.
and then you
Yeah,
do
because you see a real artist,
not content.
you know, boy.
Malcontent is the word.
Men will come and they will talk about the system.
The mafia. They will talk about
Some
this.
people might talk about
I don't have time for that.
You know, and
Anything that contributes to negative feelings, I don't want no part of that. I want to move and move happy, walk free, and I good with my head held up high.
yeah.
And you do your homework. You have to do your homework, drill your voice, do your thing, learn your songs. But today, I finished my soca chutney song for 2025.
So you have a release coming out.
Yes, but we listen on the 3rd of November because I want to respect the people's. I'm a Roman Catholic. You know that I'm a Roman Catholic.
Staunch.
And I want to respect the people's, the Hindu, the Wali.
Okay.
So on the 3rd, when it's all finished,
Then it's
I'll
up.
release that. And the name of that song is Meet Me by Cora. Meet Me by Cora.
What you laughing for?
What? Come on. Go laugh it.
Nice. Is that River Line?
That's live your life.
Even
Is that
but,
River Line?
but, but the lyrics is really kind of naughty and thing.
Hey,
Yeah.
why you laugh?
Like, well, meet up, No.
Bed, I mean, bed and cooking.
Cocktail dog.
Eat duck and all kind of thing.
Good time.
To be honest, so the response still, you still think that there's more fuel in the tank in terms of to hit a
Oh, yeah, I think this soca chutney will be the biggest soca chutney in 2025.
2025.
I feel so.
The soca chutney market. I see some growth recently. Is it that now it's more competitive now because they have a little bit more injection of cash capital, or is it the same more problems that he was having?
It's the same. One of the things I realized that the chutney artists do, they use melodic structures from India songs. They do that quite a lot. And it's not creative for them. I don't know why, but remember, I'm not of that ilk, so I don't know.
Oh, he's not Indian, by the way.
My mother's Negro, father was Indian, never knew who he was and stuff. But anyway, that's a different story.
Yeah.
The East West corridor.
But
East West corridor. Puna, baby.
yeah,
All right, cool.
you know. So, but whatever. One of the things I get all the time is a lot of people quarreling about, Chris, why the Indian are degrading we? Why we degrading we? Meaning that they sing everything is rum, is horn, is
Degeneracy.
Yeah. It just making it look bad for the Indian race. But they always do that. They are doing for a new bottle of rum to be invented so you can sing, the new rum. New rum on my bottle of rum too.
Well, they make chutney songs on Terrence. No, that's if you know the situation.
Well, yeah, of course.
That chutney song come out with that.
They're still beating up on not Terrence name.
No, I mean it was. I don't know, like they planned this because I don't know how quick it take to make a chutney. So, but
Quick evaporation.
No, like 6 hours later there was a chutney song about Terrence. And it that Trinidad song about Terrence. I was like, oh,
Trinidad and Terrence.
Yeah, it was white.
Terrence is a money making commodity.
It was. Well, I'm not sure what he's saying.
Apparently
so. Like, it goes to what you saying in terms of you talking about.
I believe that the artists and them should be creative. I'm sure they are creative enough to come up with their own ideas and their own unique, rather than using another country's
creation.
Yeah,
because this isn't India.
You could create your own and stuff, and you see. Look, Chutney Bacchanal is a prime example of that. You know, attributed to Sundar Popo is are using your elements and stuff, but you could create a melodic structure. The great stave is so vast, between the 5 leisure lines on the music, it's so vast that you could from the air look at maracas on a Sunday. That's music. From the air, from a drone, look down, and you could actually sing.
The mighty shadows say so.
Sing the people, put a line through them, and you could sing that. People. You could sing the people.
And plus, we naturally we have
sing songs. We are sing song people. We just prolong a word.
You know, see?
Yeah, prolong. Yeah.
Because so what you're saying is like how chutney is kind of like you take like a Hindu song or Indian song,
Bhajan or something from India, a Bollywood song,
and flip it back
and reconstruct it to your. But I don't know why it's done like that. Maybe it's a part of the culture, but I wouldn't know about that.
Because you don't sing chutney.
I know. No, I don't.
One of my favorite musicians coming out of Trinidad and Tobago, Mongal Patasa. Right?
Yes.
That you know Mongal Patasa?
Yeah.
He was real instrumental in me actually. He and Rasho T.I. Was two of the people who actually make me start to like music in the first place. It was just an instrumental I heard one day playing, and I was passing the TV and I was hearing this instrumental, and I seen this man in India and in England, and I was like, "This is a Trinidadian man.
He's good. He's real good."
Yeah, and I was a child at that time.
Excellent.
So good music is good music, And
good music is good music.
So
he created a lot of music.
You never rock back and was just like, okay, I'm gonna bring out that. Oh no, he had impulse technically. Like you and impulse was good.
We're still good.
Right, that's it,
brother.
Right, that's it. So like a young man, or like I don't want to say the next Chris Garcia, but like similar profile thing is like, yo, this is how you get to the goal. Because it worked for me, you could be this. I could not manage it, but produce, have the same, like, you understand? Like, I don't want to say a clone, but like
no, but you see, I remember, I will only be me.
Yeah.
And there will never be another me.
Yeah.
There are people who look like me.
Yeah.
But is if they have the same gift I get.
And then
you see, that person could look just like me and be a boss plumber. But because somebody could be stupid enough to tell them, hey, you could be next Chris Garcia, and they take bait and going and live singing and doing that kind of stuff that not making sense.
Yeah.
And they're like a fish out of water. That is the problem of the whole world.
Nobody trying to be this.
Too many wrong pegs and square holes. That is the whole problem of the whole world.
I read something today. We all suffer from a disease, and the disease is being ourselves.
I like that.
That's something I read as like,
Yeah, it's true.
Suffering from being ourselves.
I like that.
Nobody actually wants to sit down and be like, okay, cool.
Let me think about this one. Let me think about my life. Let me see what is I really like.
Me and me.
You know, I like to up to date. I saw something. I saw an artist. She was she paints.
Okay.
Right, she has some lovely. And I sent a message to her. I said, when is your next exhibition? And she didn't reply. And I thought this is worthy of talking to. And I called her and I said, listen, I'm concerned about your art. How is your art going? When is it next? And I had a long talk with her. And today she put up on social media. Chris Garcia put everything in perspective. I now understand where I'm at, what I'm supposed to do. He nailed on the head. Now, just last week was the same thing with somebody else who had a little problem. And I called them. And it was the same they put up on social. Chris Garcia, it wasn't because I don't know what to do, but Chris Garcia put everything in perspective, and I now understand where I am, what I'm about, and what I have to do to ensure that my tomorrow is fulfilled properly. So you see that, all these things, you can't just be, you see, once you have the gift, whatever gift, you can be a plumber too, you know, but you master that because of the principle. The principle is the same, you know. Mm-hmm. Anything you do, whether plumber, whether it's carpentry, whether it's singing, whether it's whatever, art, the principle is the same. Put your best foot forward.
And the work has to be done.
And you're putting your tools, man. You do what you have to do. So at the end of the day, the same attitude that you use and the principle that you use to construct this product that is magnificent, and there's a gift. The same thing you could tell somebody about something else. It's the same principle. Same principle you're applying to this. So somebody come and tell you somebody they're building a house, but all you know is this thing here, this art. The same principle is the same principle you have to use.
Do your best.
Do your best. Put your best foot forward. You have it in your, that's it, you know, and you encourage them.
But all right, what would you say would be one of
the dirty Patreon?
Oh yes, right.
Yes, before
we have some
quick pause there.
Yeah.
All right.
Good.
The begging shall start. As you can see, fundamentally, we have gotten better guests.
Yeah, I mean,
every single week. We on Soca Legends now.
I mean,
we are the point of Soca Legends.
I wouldn't say legend, icon.
Icon. Yeah. 6 symbols. All it costs, ladies and gentlemen, is going on. You know what? You can probably get the same. Anyway, you can go on www.patreon.com/he_ho_ and contribute. Yeah.
He_ho_.
All
right.
Because if he _hos, that's just misogyny. And then you can just donate for a cup of coffee.
Yep.
Nah, boy, tariff going up, boy.
Tariff, right. For a cup of coffee, you could just and recommend which guest you want to see. Because I tell you, this come as like a special guest.
You can tell us what guests they want to see too. I mean,
yeah, you could comment. You could have a whole discourse. Correct. You could set up systems where you don't have to go through the rigmarole.
Because you see how sometimes they'll be messaging us and calling us after the fact. Just now we can.
Why didn't ask him this? Why didn't ask him this?
Yeah. So we're looking forward to improvements. So they'll be asking for a little assistance if you're really enjoying the show and whether they'll be going forward.
I walked with my ladies. If only I had put the money, I walked with my sister and you could have get.
But do you have where do you put what is an account number? Or what?
We on all these. Oh
no, you're talking about how it goes when you donate. How Patreon goes.
Oh, Patreon.
How Patreon goes is you put it on. And then is linked to a PayPal, which links to a bank account.
Oh, okay, right.
And then
so
from there you can
take care of little things on the show.
So once they know that,
right?
Yeah. So it's like them kind of things. So you're seeing like the ambience getting better. We getting better cameras. We getting better.
For just sake, look at Garcia here. Oh God. I mean, you think coming in, they come to come, right? So
yeah, and they had to pay me to come here for free.
Yes, you are saying. Right?
So remember, it's 2.5 people.
Yeah, it's 2.5. Yeah, a cup of coffee and a hotel.
A cup of coffee.
You know what? People that are coming podcast and beg for water.
Beg for water, you get coffee and water.
Free, right?
So, but yeah. So back to the show. You was going to ask a question.
Yeah, it was good.
Right. So I was talking about when we reach the point of being success. We talking success the whole evening. Now I want to know, like, where was Chris Garcia's first major failure in his career? You understand? What make it actually
Failure?
Yeah, what you would consider a failure?
I don't think there's anything such as a failure. I think, let me put this correctly. Whatever you deem as a failure must be looked at as something to make you better tomorrow. Because if you look at that as a failure, then you have to look at some things. What caused that? What it is to not to do, to go there.
Yeah.
So now that you conquer that, you understand that, now you put some more tools in your armament. So the next time you see something like that, it's not a failure. It's a strength building process. See, it's a strength building process. That is what it has to. You have to look at it. You have to look at everything positively. If you're walking down the road and you bounce it too, you wouldn't continue where you're going. You have to go with the pain.
Yeah.
Next time you're walking there, you say, see that? I bounced me to there already. I ain't going back there. I'll just go around it. Simple.
How do you maintain the positivity, though?
Perspective.
Because this is something I
keep
battling with.
thinking, you can't. But if you keep battling with that, then you have a problem. Then you have a problem. You're not relaxed enough. One of the things I notice, you agitated. You kind of, you're moving faster than your thought processes.
He knows me well.
So you have to relax. Take your time. Simmer. So that you'll get everything in perspective and see what's your next positive move. That's the only way to make. You see, because since I come here to now, all the monies in the world put together can't buy back that time that gone,
Absolutely.
That went with the wind. All we have is whatever now. And as I said, that one now, all the money world couldn't buy that now moment. That gone with the wind. So you take your time, be objective, be sincere with yourself, try to align yourself with morals, ethics, virtues, and principles. That way, when you align yourself with that and you hold them closer to your bosom than your family will be all right. You see?
It's not very positive.
This is good advice in a world where young men don't hear it enough. You understand? Because a lot of young men don't hear this level of stoicism.
Building character.
Building character, of course.
You see, asking somebody to build a character is to change your perspective in life. And a lot of these young men
looking for the quick buck.
But it's not just that. The environment is something that they're unable to even change your perspective.
Okay, like how you said, if you had do the contract, if you had gone do the contract or take the card or call the card, you'd end up in thing. Our next man will be like, boy, I'll be rich, boy. I'll be rich.
Our next man would be on this podcast, went and walking with a limp. We watch him come in here with a limp and he'll be like, oh, you get a limp, boy?
You know PDD too?
Puff. You know Puff.
Yeah, blood that up. Yeah, blood that up.
That's wild. That's crazy.
Well, I mean, you know when we do that? What I mean, right? It was just joking.
It was just joking, guys. But yeah, so because struggling with positivity, what you saying is a whole mindset.
It's a mindset.
It's so weird because on the book it says keep fit your mind and body. So it's like we are conditioned now in like 2024 how this society going is I don't make more money. Everybody trying to, if you're making $10,000, you gotta make 15. Or as opposed to
no, you see what you're doing. You're conditioning yourself based on how do they condition.
Yeah.
But you have to put yourself. Remember, your taste, your feelings. Nobody can have that taste for you, and nobody can feel that for you.
Yeah.
You have to do that for yourself. Unless they could do that, then they could control. But if you following them, then you are allowing that to happen. You have to get away, moonwalk from that. Moonwalk from that madness, and center yourself and move forward.
because like I said, we typically get mostly male as audience members who will listen to the show or watch the show. Mostly men, mostly men.
Yeah.
And mostly men, like I realize, they are going through a period of inadequacy where they feel like they're not doing enough. They always feel like they feel like they have to do more. But then you just watch them and it's like, to what end? How much money is too much money? What is the best quote unquote version of yourself?
Right.
He has asked them, what do you do for fun? And none of them could, like how you say, well, you like to sing, you like that's your thing. Yeah. And it just so happened to pay the bills. As opposed to youth man, what you like to do? I like to make money. What? Or I like, well, you understand what I'm saying? They don't have hobbies. They don't have, there's no substance there. They just think, oh, if I get this, I get gills. And if I get gills, people think I'm popular. And people think I'm popular, that means I have value.
So what you're saying about a lot of youth men
Men.
who is suffering from the inability to perform or behave at their best.
Because they're studying something that have no consequence to them. Like, I'm not saying don't study money, you have to pay bills or whatever. But I'm saying they put it at the forefront because they think that is the causality, or that's the, if I don't have this, I won't get this. And I want to get the gills. And I only want to get the gills so other men go watch me to be like, here are the gills. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
And as long as I've known you, to me, it's never like, you standing up there like, Waze boy, I want to know what that men saying about me. You just be like, hey, all the good, what you think? Bounce thing, and you on a part, and it's been very strange.
All these years, you never call up no scandal.
No scandal.
No kind of awareness.
I never hear people bad talk here. I never hear.
Nah, but I like to share as much. If I go, like I just tell people, I go by Bruce Bar and chill.
Big up to
now,
you.
the reason why I go there all the time is because if I go in a bar in Shogunas, it's when everybody coming down there. But when you frequent one place and you make it home, then everybody a customer around you, so they treat you like one of them.
Free up.
But if I go in Shogunas, so go down south in a bar and thing, and people I walking,
you carry that.
I don't know that. But you see, but still, you spread as much positivity as you could. One of my rules is when I sit down in a bar and my table, especially by Bruce, and everybody sitting around me, be positive.
Yeah.
No nonsense. I mean, we talk stupidness, hey, yes, whatever.
Kicks
and jokes. But being negative to each other is a no-no.
It's always end up being like I've sat down on tables with you before, and it's always end up doing the Bob Marley. We always end up singing Bob Marley for some weird reason.
But people would always come in and say, they leave positive. Or when I walk in, people come for a picture, come for a hug. Oh my Chris, I love you so much, and peace, and I like that.
And he actually just charge you up in a sense, the positivity.
Vice versa. It goes both ways.
If you hear our dog barking in this segment earlier, right now we have a full hotel. So they bear with us, right?
It's our dog hotel.
Yeah.
No, it's our dog hotel.
It's our dog hotel. We recorded out our dog hotel, right? I didn't know that.
Because you told me a story once where remember it was our Jeep. Yeah, I was driving a Jeep. You remember the green Jeep?
Yeah.
Like so, I think you had to get awarded a green Jeep.
No, I give that away.
No, but you got awarded it. It was like it was given to you. That's why you got it.
Nah, nothing was no.
And then he was just like you found a family that needed a car, and he was just like, oh,
yeah. In fact, the family I was offered about 35 is a Jeep Jimny.
Okay.
Because my management at the time came me to buy this car because I was really making quite a lot of money.
Some coin.
Right?
Because
quite a lot of money.
So management now, because I'm manager, assistant manager, accountant, assistant accountant, the whole staff. Chutney background needed, I couldn't survive without that.
Jesus.
Right? So remember, it's all over the world and stuff. And they came me to see this car to buy. And I remember it was a 929 executive. If you see this car, like a plane inside it, like a cockpit, but when you drive it, you're looking the part.
Yeah.
And all I told them, I said, I don't want that. I said, I want a Jimny.
Yeah.
A simple little Jimny.
Green Jimny.
A little Jimny. I driving, I know about it.
Reliable car.
And people say, he's Chris Garcia and he's driving. Let them see that for what it is. But the amount of people buy Jimny because of that. Even found the color to look like, and say, Chris, I can paint my Jeep like yours. I say, no, how do I look for that color?
He is not exaggerating this.
Yeah, that's serious. It's crazy.
Bazi, he's not
So
exaggerating
I'm
this.
driving and I see me coming towards me. I say, what the hell is this? You know what I mean?
Somebody want to be you.
Yeah, but it was nice.
I get pick up once from primary school. It was cool. It was a cool flick.
It's simplicity. I like simplicity. I don't want to drive a plane on the highway. I just want to drive a little simple car. It have gas, put gas, go and do your work. That's me.
Who influenced this mindset?
I think God. How to be God? Also the family. But you could have the same family and your mindset could be haywire still. They say in every family have a black sheep.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying, right?
It's true.
So even though the principles and the teachings is the same in the house, somebody had to be way off course.
A rebel.
So, right. So I like to infuse, me no saint, partner. Me no saint, you know.
Human
Far
beings,
from,
we're humans.
I'm a human, I do real crap in my life. But you stand the test of time, you stand up and you look at time in its face and go through it with positivity, you can't go wrong. You have to do that. If you ain't do that, trouble smoke your pipe. See what I mean? You have to. So if you do, you have to create, and that's remember I said, if you walk with morals, ethics, virtues, and principles, let that be your closest thing to your bosom. And your family will be all right. Because once you hold that, then you become the prime example, the supreme example of how to be. And everything that come out your mouth because of principle, morals, virtues, and principles, because that comes out your mouth now, then the whole family, your neighbors, your village, everybody will listen to you.
Yeah.
And because it
Stands for something grand and positive.
But you know, sometimes though, not to be advocate.
No,
and this
go
right
ahead.
there. I just see people depending on listening to the people who's actually pay for the things that they want out of life now. I'm saying this in the sense that in them, I don't want to use the word. The word that coming out here is going to be a disrespectful word. So I'm trying to use a more pleasant word for the people on them. Underprivileged communities, right? You would notice that there are certain dissidents in the community that who are being protected because they probably given tan salary money here, so paying the small man school fees, whatever the case is, right? But they have the blessing in the community. Although true the nefarious means that what
Right.
you know, and
But I understand where you're coming from. But I can't see you killing one child to save our next child. I can't see you thieving from this family, leaving them in distress to go and help our next family.
yeah.
I don't see it has no balance in that. Because it's the same thing. What should have fed this family here was the same morals, ethics, virtues, and principles.
We don't have it.
That is the true currency that will uplift any nation in the world.
You're right. You're right.
Because
Woi Woi.
I think people lack in integrity. No?
All that.
People lacking is the integrity to hold up that now. Like
You see, and you see, the sun hot these days.
you definitely.
Wow.
So the
Today
sun
was
hot
dread.
fused with that mad mindset is chaotic going down the road.
Yeah.
It's chaos driving on that road.
Yeah.
But
Island
that's not
fever,
and air
island
conditioner
fever.
working.
Yeah.
Madness.
Don't tell me what
It's called La Island Fever. Right now we have it. Yeah.
Island fever by world fever. boy.
everywhere.
But the funny
In
thing,
the midst of a war,
in Curacao, it hotter there and Barbados hotter than here, you know.
This is horrible.
Remember,
high up.
Barbados is a coral.
Yeah.
Same thing, I think Curacao, same thing.
ABC Islands, I mean Desert Islands. Yeah.
Desert Islands. So the heat.
Yeah.
I remember when I went there, I went Curacao sometime years in the 90s or somewhere there. And
Bacon.
hot like bacon. But you have to, I just stay in my hotel, air conditioner, you can't come out there.
Nah, I ain't going Curacao again, by the way.
I go.
We
We had to go.
It's a nice place.
We had to go.
It's nice. It's lovely.
We've been invited to-
with them fans on them.
We've been invited to Curacao. And
Yeah,
We had to
man.
go Curacao,
It's nice.
but the thing is,
Okay.
like breaks him with that heat story. I might like to go no.
Nah, the heat.
Barbados.
I mean, Barbados, same thing.
And I done an introvert already, so I go be inside all the time. Yeah. Alright, well. So I got curious, I was out Thailand.
You said this multiple times. Is there a meaning for Woi Woi? I had to say it like
Woi Woi?
style.
Woi Woi.
Yeah, what I mean?
Well, that's an expression.
And how it come?
If
How you come up with a?
I don't know. I
Yes,
can't remember how you. I remember it came up in the song, but every time I say "Woi Woi," people just answer
It's
"Woi
only
Woi."
one man can say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah,
When I say
true.
"Woi Woi," I say, you know.
So you say it again?
Yeah.
It's like
I find even when I'm saying something, if you notice at the end, after I finish, I say "Woi Woi."
Naturally.
It come like a part of my dialect, you know.
It's like a quotation. That's your version.
Woi Woi, you understand what I mean? Woi Woi positive.
I am amazed by the fact that you still have this mentality when I see so much stalwarts around here going through pressure.
Yeah.
Well, you see, and let me add something to that, because a lot of people say, Chris, why don't reinvent yourself? No. I will look at you in your face and tell you, if God invent me how I am, why must I reinvent something that was made perfect by the master? How are you doing that? And what are doing that for? And who are doing it for? Because it's certainly me. I have the same long hair. It was longer then, but that me, the same long hair. I mean, I may change it from that. That is me. But
So the way you cut your hair.
they want me to do all kind of things. But and
attention,
still,
for attention.
and the funny thing still, when they see me in real, look Chris Garcia, boy. That is Chris Garcia.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Look Chris Garcia passing there, boy.
Authenticity is the word.
Yeah, me and Super was lineman in St. James that time. We just talking, stand up talking.
As in
And he
Mr.
said-
Lions, Mr. Lions.
Yeah, Super Blue.
Super Blue.
And Super say, he said, Chris, you know, you and me are the most recognizable two people in this country. The two most recognizable people, I in my blue and you with that hair. Because he'll see somebody who with long hair say, look, the man looking like Chris Garcia.
In all fairness,
Yes.
that is a.
So Bobby might not be wrong. He might not be
Nah.
wrong at all.
No, I'm trying to think about other artists, like soca artists who have a iconic thing. Because people have changed. Bungie cut the Ras, cut Ras, Marshall Grow cut. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
you stayed.
Same.
Or Super Blue is Blue Boy.
Shadow.
Blue. Shot.
May he rest in peace.
Yeah.
Kitchener, probably. Rest in peace.
That's
Yeah.
a thing in the past.
That's
When people saw
Calypso,
whole
yeah.
authenticity now.
Where
Yeah.
there was it was not character, that was just them. That was them.
But I would say Super Blue is the only person that, when in that blue,
You might be
can't
correct.
mistake him.
You might be correct. You
Super.
might be last of the Mohicans.
Me, that was in the 90s and early, this 2000 and stuff. You was talking about that, but remember time had passed. But what I going to do for 2025 will revive the whole thing back, but not to that level. I don't want nothing to go back there again.
You know what I mean?
No.
You know what
I don't want to be running all kind of thing, craziness.
No, but I mean, it probably was fun, exhilarating up until it wasn't exhilarating.
No, you was exercising when you didn't want to exercise. Why you want to know? And I nobody showing me down. I ain't running behind nobody. Everybody want to be.
Literally running for your
Nah,
life.
run for your life. Run
And
for
then
your
you
life.
have bodyguards. It's like, no, Chris, you can't come outside. Yeah, okay.
You gotta run for it. Look, that's when I mentioned book, that is Book Malatrice. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
When I was coming up there, I remember it had an episode there when I did Chutney Bacchanal, and the video was all over the country, all over the Caribbean, everywhere. While I was in the studio, in the office, people flew down from the States to hire me. And management was then. Same time, the principal of the school called of Book Malatrice, right? And asked if I could come and just sing the song for the school. And
Book Malatrice is Sour Note.
no, that's not the one with the bridge crossing.
Like Sour Note. They call it
Someone knows.
Well, I don't know.
They call it Sour
Remember
Note
they
now.
stopped doing junior
That's what
second
the
senior
bridge,
come.
or that was the bridge going there, right?
Yes.
That's cool.
Same school.
Same school.
Yeah.
And when I went there, but that day, it about 5 cars or 6 cars, because people who flew down, came to see me and hire me for a tour in the States. And we went, they came with us, they had rented cars, and we went to the school. So when I got into the school now, I was in my car. My manager went out and talked to the police. Chris is here. So they announced on the PA, they want everybody to head towards the auditorium. So I remember he announced that Chris Garcia is here. And well, after that, once you say Chris Garcia, screaming, and people started to run towards the auditorium. Now I study now how I get in there and how I leave in. That's what I study.
With your hair intact.
With
your hair intact.
So I know they had to come, all the people came down, they had to come around me to get me to the back door of the auditorium to go on the stage. Right? You know what I'm talking about, right? Mm-hmm. So I went out on the stage and all the people standing by the stage to just to make sure everybody don't jump on the stage and stuff, right?
Children,
this is children.
This is the 90s, bro. This is why.
So when and I sing this song Chutney back in about 3-4 times, and then it mash up. But then I realized I on stage and wondering how to come out. Now while they were all focused on me, the teachers went and pulled the gates and locked the auditorium. And then when I come off, I started to run.
Truly back
to my vehicle.
Because you know all these schools are the same, similar.
Similar design. When I reach, I thought they were going and break down this building because all the girls hold on to this, the metal was shaking it, and screaming, right?
Fellas, does this seem like something you want? You want girls to sit down like that?
Don't want that, boy.
If you have a man who live it, he live it.
Take it from the horse's mouth.
No, but when we leave, we jump in the car and run. And when I would drive away, reach over by the bridge, we see people coming down the hill.
From up on top of the hill?
With women in nighty and buckets who go into the water. Wherever it is, run down. Because remember on the PA, so them come down the hill.
So then he ended up singing.
So when I leave, I remember Michael used to do something. So I just ajar the window and just not, you can't put your head out, you can't put your hand out. So I just put my hands out a little bit and the kissing, all kind of craziness, boy. But we had to leave, right? They kind of break a glass.
Yeah, boy.
That is crazy.
This does not sound nice, you know.
It doesn't sound
like
it
no
doesn't sound right.
So all the fellas and them who do get no female attention on the outside.
Be glad. Be glad.
Take it from the horse's mouth.
Crazy.
But I don't want to be fighting long for that. I know the life you want, though.
Nah, boy, nah.
Because the thing that you talk about mainly is like, yo, I like making music. Hey, this song gonna be good. I think the part that you are used to, like, I hear this is
that
the fame part. The fame part you didn't like it.
The fame part it wasn't normal.
No, because a lot of people you're seeing the fallout.
Because you're seeing sometimes you're seeing depth.
Yeah.
Because remember, it's their emotions talking. Their emotions is not them in the right frame of mind.
So
the mindset.
How you navigate? Because I know it had some crazy boyfriends or whatever.
It's not navigator. It's how to. You have to have guards. You have to have guards and
security.
Right?
You catch what I'm saying, right? My girlfriend love with you. I control her action. She's like, whatever. I'll do anything for Chris. Meanwhile.
So I know, husbands coming out.
Husbands, boyfriends.
Like, stay away from my woman, that kind of.
Or they'll come and say, them girls, but not that one.
Serious?
Me, I not into that. That is young.
Wait. I'm begging. Men coming up to you and making a piece of say, Chris.
Yeah.
Chris, you want something to drink?
And I not into nothing, you know. It's just, you see, what I realize, sometimes girls would come with a boyfriend, their attitude will change a little bit.
Immediately.
Yeah, it will change. But I try to simmer down to my God bless both of you. Peace and love to both all, yeah. You know?
Chris, I'm not lying. I'm not lying. I've seen it.
Yeah.
We told Bridget. We've seen it and we just like.
Yeah, he was telling me that he said this, Chris, you don't know what you look like, you know. You don't know what you look like still and what in their mind.
So men is
me and we told because he know him too. Me and he was sitting down and saying, he was like, thinking what going on there now. Me and he was watching and saying, how Chris gonna navigate this now?
Yeah, boy.
He's the
Yeah, he's bless
yeah.
you.
God bless all
Bless
you.
you.
I,
And
I
it's
like to acknowledge both people.
Yeah, yeah.
And if he's saying, Chris, my girlfriend, I can take a picture of you. I said, but we can all take one together, you know. Nah. Then she will want me first, and then we are. So
Hey, it's not no
but when I
exaggeration.
take the picture, I take it respectful.
Yeah.
You have to be respectful, right? And nice, and God bless you.
I think it's in Chris' name because Chris Garcia and Chris Brown doing the same thing now, except Chris Brown doing the whole other way.
You next there.
Chris Brown going the next direction. But he doing it when hugging up the woman and saying she want to pay and take the picture.
No.
Because you trying to maintain good
Let Chris Brown
vibes.
do what he doing, yes.
Yeah.
Good for
That's
him.
security.
That's it. America to me different because not a lot of people doubt the fame. Everybody want it right now in this generation. You know, you want to be 50 million followers. You want people to run it down, ask for autographs. You more just like, I just want to sing my music, bro, and I go play my guitar.
But you don't let these things get to you, man. I mean, you gotta try your best because it's easy to fall, It's easy to fall, but you gotta hold on to your principles, hold on to your integrity, boy.
People are not going to make it for
And you have to fly. I always look at myself as an ambassador when I fly.
Yeah.
You know, when I fly and go to any country, I like to behave in such a way. When I went to Germany for the World Cup with the Wunderbar song, remember that song?
Deutschland,
Wunderbar.
yeah.
That was huge. That was mega in Germany.
Really?
Right? Yeah, mega stadiums played it and all kinds. It was big.
We don't see
right?
the impact sometimes.
Right?
But anyway,
We never in this country, we don't get it.
And I never get sent for that song. No. That song was done out of the love for us reaching the World Cup finals.
So you basically are the anomaly because they would have had an artist who reached TV6 News, CNN, Al Jazeera, everybody who need to hear that they sing a song and they didn't get paid. You understand? And
But it's not, I didn't do it for pay, you know. I did it out of love for my country because we will never experience something like that again in life. You know.
this conversation we have in here,
you get political.
somehow will just be lost because, all right, I know about Star Wars. I know about people from the past who have done a lot for the culture, especially somebody who's I'm not sure if he passed away now because he's so far removed from it, but as like somebody like Nifosto. All right?
He died, yes.
He passed away.
Passed on.
Right? And I used to remember how much he used to say he rather just do it for the love of the culture. You know? And it really used to resonate because at the same time, while he wasn't the biggest name, people used to give him the love like that.
Yeah.
You know, so I feel like that's what you basically living off
do
of
feel love.
The love of people saying, boy, Chris,
He's a good one.
But that is it on it don't bother me. I don't even want that.
you're not even on
I
that.
just doing it because remember, I have to be happy with myself at the end of the day, you know. So when I do that, because there's Boy George and them producer who came down here, and we locked down a studio and we did that Deutschland song because we use techno and soca and merge it.
That didn't
And that is how that
We are the
Wunderbar
soca
song.
warriors.
Yeah.
that didn't end up making it on FIFA. Like you can't hear.
No, not FIFA. It was
Not in FIFA. The game.
No. It was one of the songs in FIFA as one of the songs used
The
by
showcase.
Yeah, a song from a country for the World Cup.
Yes.
Because I mean, soca, Maximus and Soca Warriors make the FIFA games. I was like, how come that song didn't make?
I don't know, but I always said Maximus' song should always be the anthem for Soca Warriors.
Yes.
Right.
For life.
Yes.
My song was just for Germany. And there's a difference.
I see what you're
But for
saying.
that time, it was mega. But I will always give credit where credit is due. Man, humility is the key to success. Humility is the key to success.
Gems up on the
I
show.
hold on to that,
Yes.
right? So where I go, I mean, if somebody in the line and in front of me, so
He was in front of me.
He was in front of me. So I said, God, no, Chris Garcia, go. No. Go ahead. You know, humility is the key to success.
Yeah.
That's my motto.
Yeah.
I move on that.
No. Yeah. You can't even argue with logic.
Hence the chimney. And not this plane to drive
Super
on.
Saloon.
Yeah.
You know, like they call it long time, Super Saloon.
The Super Saloon was a big shot.
Oh, yeah, you see anything when you're driving a Super Saloon.
That Jimmy was lit though. I would
Serious?
say,
Yeah.
Jimmy was lit. That was
Like the old school.
the old school
rock
shit.
body
School,
samurai.
yeah, I like that.
Where's a wet man if you want that too?
thank you.
You're bad. If you
I
have
don't
a
understand.
Jimmy, you're bad too, you know.
I wanted that Jimmy. My first guy wanted that Jimmy. Like
Jimmy's the shit. You're going anywhere with that Jimmy, man.
Anyway, 4x4, you know.
4x. That was the point again. But yeah, so Eddie.
But that,
yes.
but that was good, man. That was a grand time with the Soca Warriors and thing, you know.
So, yeah, the final twice before we leave this episode tonight. By the way, how was your weekend?
I got lime Bruce more and lime wrong less Spanish.
Okay.
No, that's why.
So you have a language barrier there.
Nice this weekend as well. I haven't. Like when you see me, you just see me on the comment down from something. Like it's always be like, Jesus Christ, this was a wild day. So I'd be happy to when you come by the soup, buy the soup thing.
Yeah.
Soup on a Saturday. I had to do the plug for my dog. Soup on a Saturdays.
I thought it was soup with my Bruce.
Cassie.
Look
Yeah,
for Cassie.
it is lash again. Pigtail, cow heel, oxtail. Proteins.
Right?
One of the things I want to mention too is once a month I do a show on Trackbridge Road by Blazers, and it's called Memory Lane with Chris Garcia.
Right.
Now it is when you see the crowd, I will send the flyer to I send it to Donna, I think,
Yeah.
and you will see that, and I'll also send you one of the episodes. There is a elite, nice, well dressed people.
Crowd.
It's free, and you come and you enjoy the best that money can buy because there's not another one like it in the country. So the next one is on 26. Will they come through?
Blazer as well.
Blazers.
See, that's the first official invitation we get.
Yeah, come true.
Before
And see,
Curacao.
and you will see exactly what it is I'm all about. That's where I
So
put all
Blazers.
And that dress code is
No, just you know.
Okay.
Cool. Just be cool, man.
Come
You
as
know?
yourself, dog.
Yeah.
come as you are.
Come and enjoy the show and everything.
All right. Well, we will be there.
Yeah, come true.
I'm not lying because
So when you see that, you'll have a better insight as to what Chris
And
Garcia is
then
really
we'll be
all
here in the
about.
launch for the 2025.
on the third.
On the
On the third.
on the third is
Alright,
launching.
so, yeah, too. Yeah.
You, what's the name of your band? Your rock band.
No, it's not my band per se, but it's a group of guys are hired to back me up when I'm doing a rock show or something. It's 868.
Okay.
That's 868 Workshop 868
Workshop 868.
in South Trinidad.
So, all in all, 868 will shop. All the people who working with Chris Garcia, big up all yourself. Right? So we have we finishing it up a little bit.
We finish it? No,
Yeah.
we cover most ground. We get gems.
Yeah,
we
we
get
get some
gems.
good
I have
gems.
nothing funny to say at the end.
Already, Icon had to go and perform too.
Yeah,
so
Icon had to
we
go and
can't really keep him back.
I forget what I do.
Keep reminding him. Right?
Yeah,
But, so, we just want to cover a few bases. This is our public service announcements that we need to give out right now. The issues that we have in the country, right? So, first and foremost, what we're dealing with is a epidemic of violence and just this malpractice of integrity now. You know, so we're making our call for anybody who willing to make the best foot, put the best foot forward. Try today, right? So just try. That's all we try. Try to be a good person. Just try. It's not so hard.
What could say? The hold it close table song was the for
Yeah. Give him the
Morals, ethics, virtues, and principles.
morals, ethics.
Stuff you stay in social studies.
And that, when you do that, morals, ethics, virtues, and principles, your integrity will be intact.
Yeah, yeah. So nobody is saying go and be an angel. Huh? Just try your best, right?
Just do your best.
Any final words, brother?
Well, you know, I'll see. Super Saturdays, I'll see you.
Yeah, we'll
Like
see
how
what's
we was
Superman.
nah, I'm not lying. If he gets to come the Bruce when he's be live, and there's be a very chill vibe. He's always end up singing Bob Marley for some weird reason.
No, not really.
I joke.
On my Saturday,
But
it's just dog.
No, but it's be a cool vibe. All I can say is this was a long time coming. I'm very happy that
He calling him from probably episode 10 off.
I was just like, yo, we gotta get this man show. We gotta get it. Yeah.
So
So
something now. He calling him
Well,
very early. Yeah.
I'm real happy. This is like one of my
Yeah,
checklist
yeah.
guests. I want to take
The
it.
next person is Skilly Bang, but you
Yeah.
get there, right? But he calling him early.
Really, like I have a dream list of guests. I think what we should do is get the dream list so you just see it there, so we can check it off.
Not
so,
many podcasts could say they had Chris Garcia like this.
Yeah.
Right?
I think this is the first one.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people ask me, but sometimes you move with a vibe.
Yeah, it's a vibe.
It's a vibe.
you love the hero name.
He man laugh at the name. He say, where they get that name from?
Woi Woi. I can't do it. But yeah, so that's all I have to say. It's a
All right,
dance thing. Yeah.
All right, you know the usual. Do good every time and good will follow. We out.